Millionaire entered the wrong room at a luxury hotel and found his black ex with a child. Subscribe and tell us where you're watching us from today. Lucas Remington stepped out of a shiny black car. He fixed his fancy suit. The Bellevue Grand Hotel stood tall and fancy, just the kind of place Lucas liked. He felt at home in places like this. "Your bags will be sent to your room, Mr. Remington," the driver said. Lucas nodded and gave him a $100 bill. "Thanks, Jim." As Lucas walked through the hotel lobby, the workers smiled and hurried to help him. That's what happened when you had more than 3 billion people noticed you and treated you like a star. "Mr. Remington, welcome back," the hotel manager said. He was suddenly right next to Lucas like a ghost in a suit. "Your penthouse is ready. The presidential suite, as always." "Good," Lucas said. "I've been in meetings all day, like I need a shower and a drink." "Of course, sir. The elevator is ready." Lucas didn't need directions. He had stayed at the Bellevue Grand many times over the years. This hotel was like a second home whenever he came to Chicago for business. The elevator took him to the top floor. Lucas was very tired. The big business deal he was working on had taken forever. His head hurt. He just wanted quiet, a glass of scotch, and a soft bed. He used his key card to open the door and stepped inside. Suddenly, he heard the sound of cartoons. Lucas stopped. This wasn't his room. There was a little boy on the couch. He had dark hair and was laughing at a cartoon on the big TV. "I'm sorry," Lucas said. "I think this is the wrong room." Then the boy turned around. Lucas felt like someone punched him in the stomach. The boy looked like him. He looked about 5 years old. He had Lucas's strong jaw, his deep eyes, the same dimple on the left cheek. "Hello," the boy said with a smile. "I'm watching Spider-Man." Lucas turned when he heard a sound from the side of the room. And there she was, Naomi Ellis. She was standing by the window, holding a glass of water. Her eyes were wide. Her whole body was frozen like a statue. "Lucas," she said softly. It had been 6 years since Lucas had seen her. 6 years since she walked away without telling him why. 6 years of trying to forget the only woman he had ever truly loved. The boy jumped off the couch and walked closer. "Mommy, is that my daddy?" the boy asked. Everything stopped. The cartoons, the noise, everything went quiet. Lucas couldn't breathe. "Daddy?" He looked at Naomi, his eyes full of questions. "Tyler, sweetie," Naomi said, her voice shaking. "Go to the bedroom and play with your tablet. Mommy needs to talk." "But is he my daddy?" Tyler asked. "He looks like me. You said my daddy was a businessman who lived far away." Lucas felt dizzy. His knees felt weak. He grabbed a chair to stay standing. "Tyler, please," Naomi said again, more firmly. Tyler looked sad but nodded. "Okay, Mommy." He gave Lucas one more look before walking into the other room. The room became very quiet. "Is he mine?" Lucas asked, though he already knew the answer. Naomi put down her glass with shaking hands. "Lucas, we can't do this here." "Is he mine?" Lucas asked again. Luke laughed like a bullet with each word. Naomi closed her eyes and then looked at him. "Yes." One little word and everything in Lucas's life changed. "He's 5, Lucas said quickly. "You were pregnant when you left." Naomi nodded. She hugged herself like she was cold. "I found out 2 weeks before I left." "And you didn't think I should know?" Lucas said, his voice rising. "You kept my son from me for 5 years? Keep your voice down," Naomi said, looking at the bedroom door. "He can hear you." "Good," Lucas said. "Let him know his mom has been lying to him." Naomi stepped closer, her eyes angry. "You have no right to judge me. You don't know what I've been through." Lucas laughed bitterly. "What you went through? I just found out I have a son who doesn't know me." "I never said anything bad about you," Naomi said. "Never." "How nice of you," Lucas said with sarcasm. "Why, Naomi? Why did you leave without telling me you were pregnant?" She turned away and looked out the window. "It's complicated." "It's not complicated," Lucas said. She turned back. "How did you find us? Are you staying at this hotel?" Lucas sighed. "I wasn't looking for you. I always stay here. The manager gave me the wrong room key." Naomi closed her eyes. "Out of all the hotels in Chicago, fate has a strange sense of humor. Lucas nodded. So what now? I'm not going to walk away now that I know I have a son. I don't know, Naomi said. I need time to think. Think? Lucas said loudly. You've had 5 years to think. She looked tired. We check out tomorrow. We're only in town because Tyler had a doctor's appointment. Is he sick? Lucas asked quickly. No, Naomi said. Just a checkup. He's fine. Lucas sighed with relief. Where do you live now? She hesitated. Grand Rapids, Michigan. That's not far, Lucas said. I didn't move there to be near you, Naomi said. I got a job there after I left. Just then the bedroom door opened. Tyler peeked out. Mommy, are you fighting? Naomi's face softened. No, sweetheart, we're just talking. Tyler looked at Lucas. You really look like me, or I look like you. Lucas's heart felt warm. This was his child, his son. Yes, Lucas said gently. We do look alike. Tyler walked out into the room. If you're my daddy, why don't you live with us? Lucas looked at Naomi, not sure what to say. Naomi sighed. Tyler, this is Mr. Remington. I am your father, Lucas said before she could finish. But I didn't know about you until just now. Tyler's eyes got big. You didn't know about me? No, I didn't, but I do now. Tyler nodded slowly. So will you live with us now? Tyler, it's not that simple, Naomi said. Mr. Remington has his own home, but daddies are supposed to live with their kids, Tyler said. My friend Joey's daddy lives with him. Lucas knelt down to Tyler's height. Sometimes grown-ups have complicated lives, but now that I know you, I want to be part of your life. He looked up at Naomi. We'll figure something out. Naomi nodded. Right now, it's getting late. Tyler, you need dinner. Can my daddy eat dinner with us? Tyler asked excitedly. Lucas saw Naomi's jaw tighten. Please, Mommy, Tyler said. Please? Lucas smiled. That's a good idea. We have a lot to talk about. Naomi looked like she wanted to say no, but Tyler looked so hopeful. Fine, she said. We'll order room service. No, Lucas said. Let me take you both to dinner. There's a great restaurant downstairs. I don't think. Please, Mommy, Tyler begged. I want to go to a restaurant with my daddy. There it was again. My daddy. Every time Tyler said it, Lucas's heart grew softer. All right, Naomi said. Give us 15 minutes to get ready. I'll wait in the lobby, Lucas said. As he walked out, Naomi said quietly, Don't disappear. Lucas turned around. That's funny, coming from you. Down in the lobby, Lucas walked back and forth. His head was spinning. He had a son who looked just like him, a son Naomi never told him about. Why had she left? They had been so happy. He had been ready to ask her to marry him. Then one day she left, no real reason. Just said she needed space. He had looked for her, hired people to find her, but nothing. It was like she disappeared. And the whole time, she was having his baby. Lucas's phone rang. It was his assistant. Not now, Janet, he said. But the merger papers. Not now. Something important has come up, a family emergency. But you don't have. I do now, Lucas said, then hung up. The elevator doors opened. There they were. Naomi looked just as beautiful as he remembered, and beside her was Tyler, wearing a neat shirt and jeans, holding her hand. Hi, Daddy, Tyler shouted, waving. People in the lobby turned to look. Naomi looked embarrassed, but Lucas felt proud. Yes, look at him, Lucas thought. Look at my son. Hello, Tyler, Lucas said, walking to them. You look very handsome. Mommy helped me pick my best shirt, Tyler said, because she said this is a fancy hotel. It is fancy, Lucas smiled. And the restaurant is even fancier. They have the best chocolate cake in all of Chicago. Tyler's eyes lit up. I love chocolate cake. I know, Naomi said. How? Lucas asked. Naomi looked uncomfortable. You get that from me? Lucas said with a smile. I love chocolate cake too. As they walked to the restaurant, with Tyler between them, Lucas felt something he hadn't felt in years. Happiness. This was his family, and he wasn't going to lose them again. The restaurant was just as fancy as the hotel. There were crystal lights and white tablecloths. A piano was playing in the corner. Wow, Tyler said. This is the fanciest place ever. The head waiter saw Lucas. Mr. Remington, your usual table? Yes, Lucas said, and a booster seat for my son. The word son felt new, but it felt right. Naomi looked tense but said nothing. They sat by a big window with a view of the city. Tyler looked around. Do famous people eat here? Lucas smiled. Sometimes. I once saw a basketball player so tall he had to duck to walk through the door. Tyler giggled. I want to be tall. Mommy says I'll probably be tall like my daddy. He looked up at Lucas. That's you, right? Yes, Lucas said, his heart full. Naomi moved in her seat. Tyler, remember to use your inside voice. Sorry, Mommy, Tyler whispered. I'll be quiet. Lucas laughed. So, Tyler, what grade are you in? Kindergarten. I can already read. Mommy taught me early. That's amazing, Lucas said, feeling proud. What else do you like? Tyler started talking all about dinosaurs, Spider-Man, and soccer. Lucas watched him, soaking it all in. His son was smart and full of energy. Naomi had raised a great boy, but she had done it alone, without him. Can I have chocolate cake now? Tyler asked after ordering their food. After dinner, Naomi said, you need to eat your chicken first. But Daddy said it's the best cake. It is, Lucas agreed. But your mom is right. Dinner first, then cake. Tyler looked a little sad, but said okay. Naomi looked at Lucas with surprise. She didn't think he would support her like that. When Tyler got busy looking at the bread basket, Lucas asked, what do you do in Grand Rapids? I work at a marketing company, Naomi said. I'm the creative director now. Wow, congratulations, Lucas said with a smile. He really meant it. Naomi had always been very smart and talented. And where do you live? Lucas asked. Naomi waited a second. We have a small house near Tyler's school. It's not fancy, but it feels like home. Mommy makes it pretty, Tyler said happily. She painted my room blue and put stars on the ceiling. Lucas imagined Naomi on a ladder, carefully painting stars in Tyler's room. It made him sad. He had missed that moment. And you? Naomi asked. Still in Chicago? Yes, mostly, Lucas said. I have a big apartment in the city. It has a pool, but I travel a lot for work. My company has grown a lot. I know, Naomi said quietly. I've seen you in business magazines. Lucas raised his eyebrows. You've been keeping an eye on me? Naomi looked down. I just wanted to make sure Tyler would be okay if something ever happened to me. Tyler would be taken care of? Lucas said. His voice sounded upset. So you only plan to tell me about him if you died? No, that's not what I meant. Are you fighting again? Tyler asked, looking scared. No, buddy, Lucas said quickly. Just adult talk. Oh, look, our food is here. The food came just in time. Tyler needed help cutting his chicken. Before Naomi could help, Lucas jumped in. He wanted to be a dad in any way he could. Thank you, Tyler said politely. You're welcome. Your mom has taught you good manners, Lucas said. Manners are important, Tyler said, copying something Naomi must say a lot. As they ate, Lucas asked Tyler lots of questions about his friends, his teacher, his favorite toys. Every answer gave Lucas a small picture of the life he had missed. Do you have a house with a swimming pool? Tyler asked suddenly. I have a condo, Lucas said. That's like an apartment. It has a pool. Tyler's eyes lit up. Can I swim in it sometime? Lucas looked at Naomi. She was looking at her plate. I hope so, he said. That would be fun. Tomorrow? Tyler asked, very excited. Tyler, Naomi said softly, we're going home tomorrow. You have school on Monday. But I want to stay with Daddy. That word, Daddy, felt heavy and sweet. We'll figure something out, Lucas said, looking at Naomi. I promise. After dinner, they shared a big slice of chocolate cake. Tyler bounced with joy. This is huge, he said, looking at the big slice. Remember to share, Naomi reminded him. Lucas smiled as he watched Tyler eat. Chocolate got all over his face. These were moments Lucas had missed. First steps, first words, the first day of school, all gone. He felt angry again, even though he tried to hide it. Tyler got sleepy after dinner. He started yawning a lot. I think it's bedtime, Naomi said, wiping chocolate from Tyler's face. I'm not tired, Tyler said, even as he rubbed his eyes. It's been a big day, Lucas agreed. Let me walk you both back to your room. In the elevator, Tyler leaned against Lucas's leg. He looked very sleepy. Without thinking, Lucas picked him up. Tyler put his arms around Lucas's neck and rested his head on Lucas's shoulder. That small moment felt magical. Lucas saw Naomi watching them. Her face showed many feelings he couldn't understand. Back in their hotel room, Lucas helped get Tyler ready for bed. He didn't know the bedtime routine, but he wanted to help. "Will you read me a story?" Tyler asked sleepily. "Sure," Lucas said. "Which one?" "The dinosaur one in my backpack." Lucas found the book and sat on the bed. Tyler cuddled close as Lucas began to read. By the third page, Tyler was asleep. Lucas sat there for a moment, just watching him, his son, his own child, the boy he didn't even know he had. Then he quietly left the bedroom, leaving the door open a little. Naomi was standing by the window, arms crossed. She looked like she was ready to talk. "We need to talk," Lucas said quietly. "I know." "Why, Naomi?" Lucas asked. "Why did you leave and never tell me about him?" Naomi sighed and sat on the couch. "It's not a simple answer. Try me. You were working all the time. The company was growing. You worked 18 hours a day." She looked at her hands. "Then I found out I was pregnant. You should have told me." "I was going to," she said. "I had it all planned. A special dinner, a fun way to tell you. But then I heard a phone call." Lucas frowned. "What phone call?" "You were in your office. The door was a little open. You were talking to Richard." Richard had been Lucas's business partner. "He asked if you were serious about proposing to me," Naomi said. "And you said, I don't know, a wife? Kids? That's not what I need right now. I need to focus on the business. I can't have distractions." Lucas's face went pale. He remembered that call. It was just a moment of doubt. The next day, he had decided he wanted to marry Naomi. He had chosen her. "You left because of one phone call?" "It wasn't just that," Naomi said. "It was everything. The late nights, the missed dates, the way you lit up when you talked about your business, but not about us." "So you decided everything for all of us?" Lucas said angrily. "You had no right." "I was protecting him," she snapped. "I didn't want him to have a dad who was never home, who thought he was just a distraction." "That's not fair," Lucas said. "You never gave me a chance. Would I have chosen you over the business?" "I don't know, but I deserved the chance to try." Naomi looked away. "Maybe you did, but I was young. I was scared and hurt, and once I left, it felt easier to just stay away." Lucas stood up and paced the room. "Were you going to keep him a secret forever?" No. When he started asking questions about you, I was trying to find a way to tell you." "Don't lie to me," Lucas said. "If we hadn't met by accident today, you'd still be keeping the secret." Naomi stood up too, her voice angry. "You don't know that. You don't know what it was like raising him alone." "No, I don't know," Lucas said. "Because you never let me." Their voices grew louder. "Mommy? Daddy?" came a small voice. They both froze. "We're coming, sweetie," Naomi said, soft again. She gave Lucas a look and went to the bedroom. Lucas rubbed his face. This wasn't helping. He had to think clearly, like he did in business meetings. Naomi came back. "He's asleep." Lucas took a deep breath. "Here's what's going to happen. I'm not leaving my son. I want joint custody." Naomi's eyes got big. "Lucas, you can't just show up after 5 years and ask for that." "Watch me," Lucas said. "I'll get lawyers. I'll take a test. I'll do anything." "You'd take us to court?" Naomi asked. "If I have to," Lucas said. "But I don't want to hurt Tyler. I'd rather we work this out like adults. Your choice." Naomi sat down. "What are you suggesting?" "I want to be part of his life. Visits, holidays, school stuff, everything. You live in Chicago. We live in Grand Rapids." "I'll get a place in Grand Rapids," Lucas said. "I'll open a new office there if I have to." Naomi looked surprised. "You'd really do that?" "He's my son," Lucas said simply. Naomi was quiet for a while. "We have to go slow for Tyler. He just met you." "Okay," Lucas said, "but I'm not waiting forever. I've already lost too much time." "What about us?" Naomi asked quietly. Lucas stopped. That question had been floating in the air the whole time. There was still a spark between them, but also pain. There is no us, Lucas said. You ended that when you left. This is about Tyler now. Naomi's face changed. Maybe she was sad. Maybe she was relieved. Lucas couldn't tell. All right, she said. You can come visit next weekend. It's a start, Lucas said. I'll be there, and I want your phone number and address. No more disappearing. Fine, she said, writing it down. But Lucas, she added, if you want to be in his life, you have to be reliable. No canceling plans. No disappearing. I know how to keep promises, he said sharply. Unlike some people. She flinched but said, I did what I thought was right. Keep telling yourself that, Lucas said. He walked to the door, then stopped. I want to say goodbye in the morning. We're leaving at noon. I'll be here at 9. The next morning, Lucas came at 9, holding a gift bag. Tyler opened the door. Daddy, you came back! Of course, Lucas said, kneeling for a hug. I brought you something. Tyler opened the bag. It had a stuffed dinosaur and a framed photo of Lucas. This is so you can remember me until next weekend, Lucas said. You're coming to our house? Tyler asked. If it's okay with your mom. Yes, Tyler shouted. You can see my star room. Naomi came out with the suitcases. Look what Daddy brought, Tyler said. That's nice, she said quietly. The taxi will be here soon. I'll drive you, Lucas said. That's not necessary. I insist. He picked up their bags and helped them to the car. Tyler chatted the whole way. Lucas listened, asking about school and friends. He made a plan in his head to be there for everything, games, meetings, birthdays. At the airport, it was time to say goodbye. Lucas knelt down. I had so much fun meeting you. I can't wait for next weekend. Me too, Tyler said. Can we swim in your pool? Someday soon, Lucas promised. Bye, Daddy, Tyler said, hugging him tight. Don't forget. I won't forget, Lucas said. Not ever again. He stood up and looked at Naomi. I'll call tonight to plan for next weekend. Safe travels back to Chicago, she said. You too. And thank you. You've done a great job. He's amazing. Surprise showed on her face. He is, isn't he? Lucas watched them walk away. Tyler turned and waved. Lucas waved back, feeling both sad and hopeful. He had found his son, and he wasn't going to lose him again. His phone rang. Janet, cancel my weekend plans, he said. And find me a house in Grand Rapids, near Oakwood Elementary. A house in Michigan, Mr. Remington? Yes. My life just changed, Lucas said, smiling. And it's about time. The week felt super long. Lucas sat through meetings and calls, but his mind was on Tyler. He kept looking at the photos he took, suitable for a 7-year-old child, while keeping the same meaning and details. Lucas gets ready for his son. Later, Lucas ordered toys online, dinosaurs, Spider-Man comics, and a soccer ball. By Friday, everything was ready. He rented a house just 10 minutes from Naomi's home. It had furniture, food in the fridge, and even a basketball hoop outside. There was a cozy bed just for Tyler. Your flight is at 6 a.m., Janet said. Are you really taking the weekend off? Lucas smiled. I just found out I have a son, he said softly. He's 5 years old. Janet gasped. A son? How? It's a long story, Lucas said, but I'm going to be there for him now. Janet smiled. He's lucky to have you. Lucas hoped she was right. He still had a lot to learn, but he was ready. The flight to Grand Rapids was short, but for Lucas it felt like a very long time. When Lucas arrived at the address Naomi gave him, he saw a small 2-story house with blue windows. His heart beat fast. He rang the doorbell at exactly 10 a.m., just like they planned. The door opened quickly. Tyler stood there with a big smile. Daddy, you came, he shouted. Lucas bent down and gave him a big hug. Of course I did. I promised, didn't I? Naomi came to the door too. She looked a little tired, but calm. Good morning, Lucas, she said. Good morning, Naomi, Lucas said politely. They had talked on the phone a few times during the week to make plans, but it still felt a little awkward. Can we go to the park now? Tyler asked, jumping up and down. Mommy said we could go to the park with the big slide. That sounds fun, Lucas said. Is that okay with you? He asked Naomi. She nodded. I packed some snacks. They're in the kitchen. I can get them, Lucas said as he walked inside. The house was small but warm and cozy. There were lots of family pictures on the walls. Tyler as a baby, Tyler as a toddler, and Tyler smiling with Naomi. Lucas didn't see any pictures with another man. He felt a little bit better. In the kitchen, an older woman with gray hair was washing dishes. "Lucas, this is my mom, Linda," Naomi said. The woman turned and dried her hands. Her face looked serious. "So you're Tyler's father," she said. It didn't sound like a question, but Lucas answered anyway. "Yes, ma'am, I am." She said, looking him over. "And now you suddenly want to be a dad?" "Mom," Naomi said a little sharply. "It's okay," Lucas said kindly. "Mrs. Ellis, I didn't know about Tyler until last week. If I had known, I would have been here from the start." Linda looked a little softer. "Well, you're here now. That's something." Tyler ran into the kitchen. "Grandma, Daddy's taking me to the park." "Is he now?" Linda said, smiling and ruffling Tyler's hair. "You be good then. I'm always good," Tyler said with a big smile. All the grown-ups laughed. At the park, Lucas pushed Tyler on the swings, helped him climb the jungle gym, and caught him at the bottom of the slide. Every "watch me, Daddy" and every giggle felt like a special gift to Lucas. "I wish you lived here all the time," Tyler said while they sat on a bench eating the sandwiches Naomi packed. "Actually," Lucas said, "I rented a house nearby. I'll be spending a lot of time here now." Tyler's eyes got really big. "French Meg. Really? Can I visit your house too?" "Absolutely. In fact, I was hoping you might want to have a sleepover at my place tonight, if it's okay with your mom," Lucas added quickly. "Can I, Mommy?" Tyler asked Naomi, who was sitting nearby and quietly watching them. "Please?" Naomi looked unsure. "I don't know, Tyler. You just met your dad." "Please, Mommy. I'll be good," Lucas looked at Naomi. "I set up a room for him, with dinosaur sheets and everything," he said gently. "You work fast," Naomi said, sounding a little nervous. "I'm making up for lost time," Lucas said. Naomi sighed. "All right, Tyler, you can stay at your dad's tonight, but I'll come pick you up first thing in the morning." "Yay!" Tyler jumped up and down, so happy. Later, they went back to Naomi's house to get Tyler's overnight bag. Then Lucas drove him to his rental house. "Is this your house?" Tyler asked, looking at the big colonial-style home. "It's huge." "It's just temporary," Lucas said, "until I find something more permanent." Inside, Tyler ran through all the rooms. He loved the big TV, the cool kitchen, and especially the bedroom Lucas set up for him. "Look at all the dinosaurs," he shouted, running to the shelves full of dino toys. "And my bed has T-Rexes." Lucas watched his son, feeling emotional. This is what he had missed, his child's joy. They played with toys all afternoon and ate pizza for dinner. "We only get pizza on birthdays at home," Tyler said, munching happily. "Mommy says we have to eat healthy." "She's right," Lucas said, "but pizza once in a while is okay." After dinner, they watched a dinosaur movie. Tyler talked all through it, telling Lucas which dinosaurs ate meat and which ate plants. "You know a lot about dinosaurs," Lucas said. "I'm going to be a paleontologist," Tyler said proudly. "That's a person who digs up dinosaur bones." "That's a great plan," Lucas said. "Maybe we can visit a museum sometime. The one in Chicago has the biggest T-Rex ever. Her name is Sue." "I know that museum. We can definitely go." "Promise?" "I promise." When it was bedtime, Tyler was too excited to sleep. "Mommy always reads me 2 stories, then sings the good night song and gives me 3 kisses, 1 on each cheek and 1 on the forehead." "I can do the stories and kisses," Lucas said, "but I don't know the song." "It goes like this," Tyler sang in a sweet, silly voice. "Good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. If they do, take off your shoe and hit them till they're black and blue." Lucas laughed. "That's quite a song." "Grandma taught it to Mommy when she was little," Tyler said. Lucas felt sad for the years he had missed, not just with Tyler, but with their family memories. After stories, the song, and kisses, Tyler finally fell asleep. Lucas stood in the doorway, watching him sleep, not believing this miracle had come into his life. His phone buzzed. A text from Naomi. "Is everything okay? How's Tyler?" He sent back a photo of Tyler sleeping with the stuffed dinosaur Lucas had given him. Her reply came quickly. Thanks. He looks happy. Lucas typed back, he is, and so am I. There was a pause. Then she replied, good. See you in the morning. Lucas poured himself a glass of juice and sat on the porch thinking about how much his life had changed in just 1 week. His business deals didn't seem so important anymore. Making his son happy was what mattered now. And being near Naomi, it made him feel something he hadn't felt in a long time. But could he trust her again? Just then his phone rang. It was Richard, his old business partner. Lucas, we need to talk about the Singapore deal, Richard said quickly. The numbers aren't adding up and Chen is worried. Let Marcus handle it, Lucas said. I'm taking some personal time. Personal time? Since when do you take personal time? Is everything okay? Better than okay, Lucas said, sipping his juice. I found out I have a son. There was silence. A son? Richard finally said. With who? Naomi Ellis. Your ex? The one who disappeared? She had your kid and didn't tell you? That's messed up. You should sue for full custody. It's not that simple, Lucas said. He didn't want to fight Naomi. She's been a good mom. Tyler's happy. But what she did was wrong. Yes, Lucas said, but I'm focusing on building a relationship with my son, not fighting his mom. When Lucas hung up, he realized something had changed inside him. A week ago, he might have wanted to punish Naomi. But now, after seeing how happy and smart Tyler was, he just wanted to be a good dad. The next morning, Naomi arrived at 9 a.m. Tyler was still in his pajamas, helping Lucas make pancakes, though most of the batter ended up on the counter. Mommy! Tyler ran to her with sticky hands. Daddy's making pancakes, but they keep burning. Naomi laughed. Is that so? I'm not a great cook, Lucas said, throwing another burnt pancake away. Here. Let me. Naomi took the spatula. Tyler, go wash your hands and get dressed. The pancakes will be ready when you're back. Lucas watched her flip a perfect pancake. Show off, he teased. She smiled. Years of practice. Thanks for letting him stay, Lucas said. He called me last night, very excited about the dinosaur sheets. I might have gone overboard with the dinosaur theme, Lucas admitted. He loves it. So you're really staying in Grand Rapids? Naomi asked. I can do most of my work online, and important meetings, that's what private jets are for. And the big house? I want Tyler to feel at home when he's with me. And when you get tired of being a suburban dad? Naomi asked sharply. That's not going to happen, Lucas said. He's my son. I'm in this for life. Naomi looked at him carefully. I hope so, because if you leave now, after he's attached to you, I won't, Lucas said. I know you don't trust me, but I'm not going anywhere. Daddy, Tyler called from upstairs. I can't find my socks. Coming, buddy, Lucas said, then turned back to Naomi. I mean what I said. I'm not walking away from him or from. He stopped. Did he mean from her? The moment was broken when Tyler ran back down the stairs, half-dressed. After breakfast, Lucas walked them to the car. What's the plan today? He asked. Tyler has soccer at noon, then dinner at my mom's. Can I come to both? Lucas asked. Soccer is fine, Naomi said, but dinner at my mom's might be too much. She's very protective. Fair enough. Just soccer then. Can Daddy come to Grandma's too? Tyler asked. I want to show him my dinosaur collection there. Naomi looked unsure. Tyler, please, Mommy. Grandma will like him. He's nice. Lucas smiled at his son's simple faith. All right, Naomi said, still nervous. But Lucas, my mom can be very direct. I can handle it, Lucas said. At the soccer field, kids ran around while coaches tried to teach them the game. Lucas felt out of place in his fancy clothes. You must be Tyler's dad, said a friendly woman. I'm Jessica, Noah's mom. Tyler talks about you all the time. Lucas looked surprised. He does? But we just met. Jessica looked confused. He's always talking about his dad in Chicago. Lucas looked at Naomi. Has he? I never lied, Naomi said. I told him about you, showed him pictures. I wanted him to know you, even if I was never going to be part of his life, Lucas asked. I plan to contact you someday, Naomi said. When? When he was 10? 20? Lucas asked. I don't know, Naomi said. It wasn't an easy choice. It should have been, Lucas said. A child needs both parents. Not if one might hurt him, Naomi said. Tyler ran over. Did you see me, Daddy? I almost scored. I did. You were great, Lucas said, smiling. Next time, I'll score for sure. I believe it. I'll be here to see it. Promise? I promise. Later, at Linda Ellis's house, dinner was a little awkward. Linda looked at Lucas carefully. So, she said, you just show up after 5 years? Mom, Naomi warned. It's okay, Lucas said. It was an accident. I got the wrong hotel room and saw Naomi and Tyler. I'm glad it happened, or I might never have known my son. And now you're living here? Linda asked. Yes. I'm staying. My business can manage without me being there all the time. Daddy's house has a basketball hoop, Tyler said, and he says my friends can come play. Linda smiled at her grandson. That's nice. After dinner, Tyler showed Lucas his dinosaur toys at Grandma's house. This one is a brachiosaurus, he said. It eats leaves from tall trees. Very cool, Lucas said. Mommy gives me new ones every birthday and Christmas. Christmas, Tyler said. Sometimes just because. Your mom is pretty great, Lucas said loudly enough for Naomi to hear. She's the best, Tyler said. And now I have the best daddy too, right? I'm trying, Lucas said softly. As they were getting ready to leave, Linda pulled Lucas to the side. My daughter and my grandson are everything to me, she said seriously. If you hurt them, I'll be very upset. I understand, Lucas said kindly. But I promise, I'm here for Tyler. I'm not going anywhere. Linda nodded slowly, like she believed him, for now. Well, my grandson says you make yummy pancakes, she added. Lucas laughed. Actually, I burned them all. Naomi had to take over. Some things never change, Linda smiled a little. She's always been the one who fixes things. As they walked to their cars, Tyler yawned between them. Lucas started thinking about all the little things he didn't know about Naomi. How had she changed? What had life been like for her raising their son all alone? I should go, Lucas said when they reached Naomi's car. I have to make some work calls tonight. Back to reality, huh? Naomi said, a little sadly. Not really. I'm opening a new office here, Lucas told her. I've already started looking at buildings. Her eyes got wide. You're really going to stay? I told you I was. Lucas bent down to talk to Tyler. Good night, buddy. I'll see you after school tomorrow, okay? Promise? Tyler asked sleepily. Promise, Lucas said and gave him a hug. It felt so natural already. Sweet dreams. On the drive back to his rental house, Lucas thought about the weekend. It was his first weekend as a real dad. It had been fun, a little confusing, sometimes tiring, but mostly it was wonderful. Something special had happened. He started to forgive Naomi. Not fully, not yet. But watching her with Tyler and seeing how much love she gave their son made Lucas feel better about the past. He started to heal a hurt he had carried for 5 whole years. His phone rang. It was Richard, his business partner. Any news about the Singapore deal? Lucas asked. Still waiting. I'll talk to you tomorrow. After the call, Lucas realized something else had changed. For the first time in his grown-up life, business wasn't the most important thing to him. His son was. And maybe Naomi too. 1 month later, Lucas was sitting on the bleachers at Tyler's soccer game. He cheered loudly as Tyler ran across the field. Naomi was beside him, clapping and shouting, Go Tyler! You got this! This had become their Saturday morning tradition. First, they watched Tyler play soccer. Then they went to the local diner where Tyler always ordered chocolate chip pancakes. He's really improved, Lucas said. The extra practice with you has helped. Naomi said. He loves those evenings in the backyard. Lucas smiled. Over the past few weeks, they had gotten into a nice routine. Tyler stayed at Lucas's house on Wednesdays and every other weekend. Lucas picked him up for dinner on Mondays and Thursdays too. Things weren't perfect. Sometimes Lucas and Naomi still disagreed. They didn't always agree on parenting, and they still argued now and then about the past. But they worked together because of Tyler. My office is almost ready, Lucas said. The new one downtown. It'll be done by next week. So you're really staying in Grand Rapids, Naomi said, more like a statement than a question. I told you I would, Lucas said. Naomi looked at the soccer field. Tyler's teacher mentioned the father-son camping trip. He's really excited. Me too, Lucas said, though truthfully, he didn't love camping, but he'd do anything for Tyler. On the field, Tyler scored a goal. He looked right at the bleachers, smiling proudly. Lucas and Naomi jumped up cheering. That's my boy, Lucas called out. After the game, Tyler's team won by 1 goal. They went to the diner. Tyler told every detail of the game as he ate his pancakes. Did you see me kick the ball past Billy? He's the best defender. We saw, Naomi said. You were amazing. The best player on the field, Lucas added. Tyler smiled big, then asked, Jason's mom and dad go to his games together, and they're divorced, but they still like each other. Are you guys divorced? Lucas and Naomi looked at each other, surprised. Well, Naomi said, we weren't married, so we can't be divorced. But we did love each other very much, Lucas added. That's how we made you. Tyler thought for a moment, but you don't love each other now? Another look passed between them. We care about each other, Naomi said, because we both love you very much. But do you like each other? Tyler asked. You don't hug or kiss like Jason's parents. Lucas coughed, almost choking on his coffee. Well, buddy, it's complicated. That's what grown-ups always say, Tyler said, when they don't want to answer. Naomi laughed. You're right, Tyler, but sometimes it really is complicated. Tyler shrugged. Can we go to the park after this? I want to try the new swings. Sure, Lucas said, happy to change the topic. At the park, Tyler played with his soccer friends. Lucas and Naomi sat on a bench. He's getting more direct with his questions, Naomi said. I wonder where he gets that from, Lucas teased. Probably you, Naomi smiled. You always said what was on your mind. You're the one who told me my first apartment looked like a frat house, Lucas said. Naomi laughed. It did. Black leather and chrome everywhere. I thought it was fancy. It was awful, Naomi giggled. But I loved you enough to live there anyway. Those words hung in the air. Then Lucas said, I've been thinking about us. Lucas, wait, please. This past month has been better than I expected. Tyler's happy. We're working together well, and I've missed you. Naomi looked down. We can't go back. I'm not asking to go back, Lucas said. I want to move forward, together. She looked at him. Have you forgiven me for not telling you about Tyler? I'm working on it. Have you forgiven me for being too busy with work? Naomi was quiet. I'm working on it too. It wasn't perfect, but it was a start. That evening, after dropping Tyler off, Lucas sat at home feeling strange. Talking about the past made him feel nervous and hopeful at the same time. He had been so focused on being a dad that he didn't think much about his feelings for Naomi, but those feelings were still there. The next morning, Lucas was making coffee when the phone rang. It was Richard. We lost the Singapore deal, Richard said. What? Why? Chen picked Davis's company. He said you're too distracted with personal stuff. Lucas frowned. Michael Davis was his biggest competitor. Years ago, Davis had tried to take over Lucas's company when Lucas was searching for Naomi. That's not true. I'm still committed, Lucas said. But deep down, he knew his heart was somewhere else now. Maybe Davis is right, Richard said, and maybe that's okay. You've worked so hard for so long. Maybe it's time to live a little. After hanging up, Lucas sat quietly. His whole life had been about work, but now he cared more about Tyler, and maybe Naomi too. He picked up his keys and drove to Naomi's house. It was early, just after 8. Naomi opened the door in a sweater and yoga pants. Her hair was in a messy bun. To Lucas, she looked beautiful. Lucas, what's wrong? Is it about the camping trip permission slip? No, he said. I love you. Naomi stared at him. I never stopped, Lucas said. Even when I was angry or hurt, I still loved you. She didn't say anything. I know it's complicated, he continued. We've both been through a lot, but I want to try again. Not just for Tyler, for us. Lucas paused. I just lost a huge business deal, he said. Before I would have freaked out, but now I don't care, because I finally know what really matters. And what's that? Naomi asked softly. Family. You and Tyler. That's what matters. Just then, Tyler came out rubbing his eyes. Daddy, why are you here so early? Lucas knelt down. I had to tell your mom something very important. What? Tyler asked. Lucas looked at Naomi. That I love her very much. Tyler's eyes lit up. Really? Like in the movies? Even better, Lucas smiled. Are you going to live with us now? Tyler, Naomi said, it's not that simple. Why not? Tyler asked. Naomi and Lucas both said, because grown-up relationships need time. But you like each other, right? Tyler asked. Because I see you smiling at him when he's not looking. Naomi blushed. And sometimes Daddy stares at you while you help me with homework, Tyler said, making a funny, dreamy face. Lucas laughed. Okay, that's enough. Go get dressed while I talk to your mom. When Tyler left, Naomi stepped onto the porch. You can't just show up and say, I love you, Lucas, she said. But she wasn't mad. Then how does it work? Lucas asked. I've spent 5 years without you. The last month with you has made me so happy. I'm scared, Naomi said. We hurt each other before. We're not the same people anymore, Lucas said. I'm not the man who chose work over everything, and you're not the woman who ran away when things got hard. True, Naomi admitted. It still won't be easy, but it will be worth it. For us, and for Tyler. Naomi was quiet. I need time, Lucas. This is a lot. Of course, take all the time you need. I'm not going anywhere. Naomi smiled a little. You've made that very clear, but maybe we can start with dinner, just the two of us? Lucas smiled big. Dinner would be perfect. My mom wants to meet Tyler, he added. She can babysit. You told her about Tyler? Of course. She's so excited. She's visiting next week. You've really changed, haven't you? Naomi said. Completely, Lucas said. 100%. From inside the house, Tyler called, Mommy, I can't find my dinosaur socks. Be right there, Naomi called. She turned back to Lucas. Parenting calls. I know the feelings, he said with a smile. So, dinner Friday night? She nodded. Friday night. It's a date. Friday evening came fast and slow all at once. Lucas wore a new tie and had made a reservation at the best restaurant in town. His mom, Patricia, had come from Chicago to meet Tyler. Tyler loved her right away, especially the stack of gifts she brought. He's wonderful, Patricia said. He has your energy. And Naomi says he has my stubbornness too, Lucas said. She seems like an amazing woman. Patricia said. She is, Lucas said. I was a fool to let her go. Patricia smiled. We all make mistakes, sweetheart. What matters is learning from them. When Naomi arrived, she looked beautiful in a blue dress. You look amazing, Lucas said. Thank you. It's been a while since I dressed up. After introducing Naomi to Patricia and going over emergency contact info twice, Lucas and Naomi left for the restaurant. It was a quiet place with pretty lights and views of the sunset over the river. As they sat at their table, Lucas realized he was nervous, for the first time in a long time. This is strange, isn't it? Naomi said. The last time we had dinner alone was the night before I left. Lucas had just finished eating. You made that yummy pasta I liked, Naomi said. But you were on your phone most of the time. Lucas looked a little sad. I wasn't. Okay, I'm sorry. It's old news now, Naomi said kindly. We've both changed. During dinner, they didn't talk about the sad stuff. They talked about the 5 years they were apart. Lucas told Naomi how his business grew, how hard it was sometimes, and all the things he learned. Naomi told him funny stories about their son Tyler, his first steps, first words, and silly things he said when he was little. I wish I had been there, Lucas said quietly. I know, Naomi said, and I'm sorry you weren't. I made a big mistake. Lucas nodded. We both made mistakes, but we can't change the past. We can only decide what happens now. By the time they got to dessert, they were both feeling happy. They laughed at Naomi's work stories, and Naomi smiled as Lucas told her about opening a new office. You really like it here, don't you? Naomi asked. I do, Lucas said. It feels right. He paused. And being near you and Tyler feels right too. Naomi looked at him. Lucas, I know, he said. We're taking it slow, but I wanted you to know how I feel. After dinner, they walked by the river. The air was cool but nice. Lucas took Naomi's hand without thinking. She didn't let go. Tyler asked me something yesterday, Naomi said. What did he ask? Lucas said. He asked if you were going to be his real dad now. Naomi said she told Tyler that Lucas had always been his real dad, even if he didn't live with them. Tyler had said, no, I mean like in the same house, making pancakes every day. Lucas laughed. He really likes pancakes, even though mine aren't great, Naomi smiled. I think he just wants us to be a family. Lucas stopped walking and looked at Naomi. What do you want, Naomi? Naomi looked up at him. The moonlight made her eyes shine. I want what's best for Tyler, she said. But what about what you want? Lucas asked. Naomi took a deep breath. I don't want to be scared anymore. I've been afraid for 5 years. Afraid that I made the wrong choice. Afraid Tyler would be mad at me one day. And afraid that if you found out about him, you'd try to take him away. She squeezed his hand. But you didn't do that. You were kind and patient. You were so good with him. I love him, Lucas said softly. He's part of you and part of me. Naomi nodded. Seeing you with him made me realize I was wrong about you. I didn't think you'd be a good dad, but you are, and there's still something between us. Lucas felt like a heavy rock had been lifted off his heart. That means a lot to me, he said. Naomi smiled. I've dated other people, but no one felt right. So to answer your question, I want a chance. A chance to see if we can be a real family again. Not just for Tyler, but for us too. Before Lucas could say anything, his phone rang. It was his mom. Lucas, I'm sorry to bother you, she said. But Tyler had a nightmare. He's asking for both of you. I tried everything, but he's really upset. We're coming, Lucas said, and took Naomi back to the car quickly. When they got home, Tyler was crying and holding on to Grandma Patricia. When he saw Lucas and Naomi, he reached out. Mommy, Daddy, he cried. I had a bad dream that you went away again and didn't come back. Naomi and Lucas ran to him and hugged him tight. We're right here, sweetie, Naomi said, rubbing his back. But you were gone and I was all alone. Tyler sniffled. Listen to me, buddy, Lucas said kindly. Your mom and I will always be here for you. Always. Even if we're not in the same house, we still love you very, very much. Tyler looked at them. Promise? We promise, they said together. It took almost an hour to calm Tyler down. Both Naomi and Lucas lay next to him in bed until he fell asleep. When they tiptoed out, Lucas whispered, He's never had nightmares like that before. Actually, he has, Naomi said. They're about you leaving. He's had them since you came into his life. I think he's scared to lose you now. Lucas felt very sad. I would never leave him, he said. I know, Naomi said, but he's 5 and change is hard. She paused. Maybe we need to think about this differently. Lucas looked confused. What do you mean? Should we stop seeing each other? No, Naomi said quickly. I mean the opposite. Maybe we should make things more stable for Tyler. Lucas stared at her. Are you asking me to marry you? Naomi giggled. Not exactly, but I'm saying maybe we should think about being a real family. All 3 of us, if that's what you want. It's all I want, Lucas said and gave her a big hug. It's all I've wanted since I saw you both again. Behind Naomi, Lucas saw his mom watching them. She smiled and then quietly walked away to give them a private moment. It won't be easy, Naomi said. We still have things to work on. Nothing good is ever easy, Lucas said, but we'll do it together. And right there outside Tyler's room, Lucas kissed Naomi for the first time in 5 years. It felt like home. 3 months later, Lucas stood in the backyard of their new house. It was now their house. He watched as Tyler chased their new puppy around the yard. Inside the kitchen, Naomi and Grandma Patricia were laughing as they cooked dinner together. The move to the new city had gone well. Naomi sold her small house and they found a cozy place with lots of space for Tyler to play. Lucas's phone buzzed. It was a message from Richard Davis, his business rival. Lost the Tokyo account. Looks like karma is real. Want to steal it? A year ago, Lucas would have said yes, but now he wrote back, not interested. Enjoy the weekend. Lucas put away his phone. Tyler ran up to him. Daddy, can we go swimming after dinner? You promised. I did promise, Lucas said with a smile. And what do we say about promises? Remingtons always keep their promises, Tyler said proudly. Tyler had taken Lucas's last name a month ago, just before starting first grade. That's right, Lucas said, ruffling his hair. Now go tell Mommy and Grandma to hurry with dinner. We've got swimming to do. Tyler ran inside. Lucas looked around at his new life, a life he had never dreamed of, but now couldn't live without. Before, he thought success was about money and winning deals. Now he knew better. Success was Tyler's laughter. It was holding Naomi's hand. It was Sunday dinners with both grandmas arguing about whose recipe was best. Naomi came to the door. Dinner's almost ready, she said. What are you doing out here? Just thinking about how lucky I am, Lucas said. One wrong hotel room changed everything. She smiled and stood next to him. It wasn't luck, Lucas, it was fate. Fate? He laughed. I thought you didn't believe in that. I didn't, Naomi said. But now I think maybe we needed those 5 years apart to become the people we are now. The people who can really love each other. Lucas put his arm around her. Well, whatever it was, luck, fate, or a hotel mistake, I'm grateful. Me too, Naomi said, leaning into him. Sometimes I still can't believe you forgave me. And I can't believe you forgave me, Lucas said. But that's what love is, right? Forgiveness, second chances, Naomi said. And pancakes, Lucas added with a laugh. Lots and lots of burned pancakes. I'm getting better. No, you're really not, she giggled. But we love you anyway. Inside, Tyler shouted for them, ready for dinner and swimming. Hand in hand, Lucas and Naomi walked back into the house, to their son, to their family, and to the love they had found again. All it took was a wrong turn into the right room, and Lucas Remington would never let it go again. Thanks for watching. If you liked the story, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share your thoughts in the comments. Check out our other videos too. See you in the next one.